Hi everyone, this is my mom, and
Hey.
she's going to be answering some questions about what it was like when I was growing up. What kind of stuff did we eat, where did we eat, when did we eat, stuff like that. So, number one, who was part of supper time and lunchtime and breakfast?
Mom, Dad, you, and little brother when he came along.
Okay. What kinds of stuff did we eat?
Well, we most of the time had at least a meat and a couple of vegetables. Sometimes, if it were birthdays or special occasions, we might splurge and do steaks and baked potatoes and things like that.
Okay. Where did we eat? Did we eat like at the kitchen table?
Kind of part of the time at the kitchen table. If it was a Friday night or a special occasion and we wanted to watch a movie and it was something that wasn't too messy that we could sit and watch a movie, we would do it that way.
Okay. And how was the food prepared? Did we eat out a lot, or were you kind of the one that cooked? Stuff like
A
that.
mixture. Back then, we did eat at home a lot.
Okay. What time was supper time? This is going to be the big question.
That could vary. Sometimes it was earlier, sometimes it was later, just
We
depending
have very busy lives,
Yeah,
so
so-
it really depends on what time.
when everybody was done.
Yeah, when everyone had time to eat. And then, what kind of food rules did you have when I was growing up?
Well, we have always had the food rule for you and little brother that we were not the type of parents that would just let y'all do macaroni and cheese and pizza for every meal. You had to eat what we eat.
Right. Anything else? I know that you didn't. It wasn't necessarily. We didn't really have a clean your plate rule, but I mean, you wanted me to eat a good majority of it.
We could tell if you had eaten enough.
Right.
Yeah.
I was very stubborn too, so like sometimes I would be hungry, but like I didn't want to eat what they were eating, and they'd be like, "Listen, you're going to eat this. You're not going to get anything else. It's not that you don't
We didn't
like
fix
it."
something. We didn't fix 2 meals. We didn't do something special.
Right. The only times I can remember is like if it was something I just could not stomach what we were eating. You would make me a grilled cheese, but that happened very not often, like at all. And then how did this change like when I got older, as far as cooking and stuff like that?
Probably the busy lifestyles as you got older, and I knew that your love in the kitchen. I would do or at least now, I'll do breakfast and lunch, and a lot of times, since I know you like the kitchen, I will let you do suppers for us. So that's where it has changed for us.
Right. Another thing I've been kind of telling them, some of the stuff, like my dad's got diabetes and stuff, and I was telling them that
Trying to do healthier.
We try to do healthier,
less carbs.
Right. So now it's really like before we would have like rice or some kind of bread, like a roll.
And now it's red potatoes.
And now
if we do
we're
potatoes.
trying to lay off the carbs, even though we know that you need some carbs. But carbs are very hard on my dad. Every time he eats like a big carb, like it will run his sugar out real high. So we're trying to lay off rices and breads and stuff like that. Or if we have something like that, it is in moderation. We're not stuffing ourselves with bread. So yeah, that's kind of some different things. That's kind of how it changed over the years, food rules. So yeah.